Here's a little programming challenge I talked about in class today, but I didn't show the code to anybody. So if you want to know what the challenge was, I said, well, it's not that hard to program the microbit to simulate rolling a single die. But what if you want it to simulate rolling 2 dice? A lot of board games require you to roll 2 dice, like Monopoly. So what I've got here is button B is just a reset. It'll set the total to 0. But if I choose button A, it'll give me the sum of 2 dice. So 7 in this case. I can keep hitting it, and what happens is it'll just keep on adding 2 dice to it. So I get 15 there. Now I'm up to 20, and now I'm up to 23. So obviously if I want to reset it and get it back down to 0, I just hit the B and I'm back at 0, and then I can have a single roll of 8. Now, pressing the A and B together does something entirely different. What A and B together does is it basically simulates rolling a single die a certain number of times, and then it shows the average. So you can play around with the numbers here. The code is over here. I've set the number of times or repetitions to 1,000, but you can change that to 100 or 10,000, whatever you like. You have a variable here, sum, which starts off at 0. And then this is a for loop, which goes from 0 to the number of repetitions, which in this case is 1,000. You are then going to increase or change the value of the sum, which you initially set to 0, by some random number. Now, obviously, this is going from 1 to 9, so it's not the same as a roll of a die, but I chose that just to do some tests. And then what it does is it actually shows the sum divided by the number of repetitions, so the average. Now, technically, this isn't quite right, and I'll leave that to you as an extra challenge to figure out why this doesn't quite give you the average. And you might want to play around with fewer reps and a smaller range of numbers to figure out why that doesn't work. Now, one question I had from students who haven't been in class is, how do I share this? How do I upload this or submit this as an assignment? So if this is what you were working on, to submit it, all you have to do is go to the share button. You can give it a name, or you might have already given it a name, and then you just hit Publish Project, and you get a link. And so that link, which you can copy by pressing that button, is all I want you to submit in the Microsoft Team assignments form. All right, good luck.